guess that's going a little bit of a, what did I call this? A tantrum double kick fill, because it's kind of like a baby having a tantrum going, so, it's not too hard to do. You need a double kick pedal for it, or you can actually do it with one foot. Essentially, it's just hands together playing a snare and a crash or a stack or something, and then you've got two bass drums. So if you've got a fast right foot, you can pull this thing off, but it's a little quicker and louder with the using a double kick. So again, hands together, followed by kick, kick on the left foot. So kick, right, left, right, left, right, left, and so on. And you saw at the beginning that you can actually do this. I'm doing this like on a really short stack here because it's a little bit more punchy, but you can do it on a normal crash. And the great thing about this is it doesn't matter which way round you have your hands. So you could play like a snare and a crash over here, and then you can move it this way. And you get this kind of cool switching thing going on, because there's always a cymbal and a snare, but it doesn't matter which hand does what. So you can see a lot of fun you can have there. So da ba ba ga go go ga go go ga. Now there's a couple of ways you could do this. You could play this as triplets, and a lot of people will probably accidentally play this as triplets if they're following this video. So I just wanted to point this out because people have done it. You want it to be hands together, pa, then a little gap, da da. So if you think of it as, I'll count it like 16th notes, but 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E. So you can see a little E I'm putting in there. There's a little gap. So it's like it's 4 notes, but you're not playing the second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it just lets the cymbals kind of breathe. Ba, 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 ba. Triplets would be, so there's no gaps. So it's just da ba 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 ba, no gaps at all. Da da ba 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 ba. And that faster would sound like this. So it's much smoother. Diddle 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 diddle. And essentially the kicks are just a little slower. But the way I want you to try and do it is this. A lot of guys watching would just be like, sounds the same! Okay, here's, just to make it a little, so you can hear it a little clearer. So this is with the gap. Bop, bop, bop. I'm trying to put the bop in there, it doesn't work, but da, ba, 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 ba. And with triplets, da, ba, 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 ba. So with the gap. Without. With the gap, without the gap. Essentially, it doesn't matter too much. It sounds pretty much the same. But so, as long as you're aware of it, once you get these things to certain tempos, it doesn't matter too much. But da ba 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 ba, triplets da ba 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 ba. Essentially, just be aware of whichever one you're doing. At the end of the day, it just sounds like a baby going. So anyway, let's have a look then. I want to try and encourage you guys to try and apply it, because it's no good just going. One of the big issues with this is kind of finishing it, so people will kind of go for it and then they won't know what to do. So what we've got here, I'm going to have a little play along with you at 2 tempos. At the start here, we've just got a bit of a groove to practice. You can play a crash at the start, or you don't need to, but we're just going to go crash and snare and then we're going to go into the 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Now, you could go and at the end and put another kick, so 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. But to do that, you'd need to go right, left, and then another bass drum to finish it. And again, those groups of 3s can be a little trickier to do. So to save you doing that for this particular exercise, just 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, big gap after the 4, then it comes back in. There's a little 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're out. For any of you theory nerds out there, you can probably tell I'm counting this wrong because it's half a bar. But anyway, so counting 30-second notes is weird. So just 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and then starting again. That's good. But yeah, if you did want to put that little turnaround at the end, you could put a little right, left, and then a right at the beginning. So if you want a little more of a challenge, if you guys have already been doing double kick for a while, you just need a group of 3 at the end. But 2s are easier. Just for now. Okay, so we're going to try this at 2 tempos. We're going to play it at 70 to start with. So play it with me. I'll count you in. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and then gradually work your way up, and a goal tempo for you to try and work towards is 120. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you have it, really cool feel for you guys to get into. Have some fun with that, and I'll see you next time.